Have you ever heard about coronavirus or COVID-19? In 2nd March 2012, it was reported that this pandemic is actually spread to our country in Asia. But have you wondering that this pandemic is actually having much positive side to our life? Hi, my name is Arimbi. Here's I'm going to bring in my topic about positive side on coronavirus. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is a pandemic that caused by coronavirus, which is against human respiration. Most people infected with the COVID-19 virus will experience the moderate respiration illness. While we forget a little bit far away from this bad impact of this pandemic. But this coronavirus pandemic is actually bringing you a good impact to yourself. Number 1. This coronavirus is affected to our environment health. This is why when the virus spread to the world, the government asked their society to doing activities at home. By doing activities at home, we also reduce the pollution that we usually produce every day. For example, Italy and China practicing extreme lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the fact that those countries have seen a drastic decline in air pollution. A study conducted by Severe Weather Europe says that the world typically sees an increase in CO2. However, this year has been different. The CO2 levels are currently increasing at much lower rate than expected. Number 2. Consumption quarantine. Because most of people currently work from home, we use less plastic, print less, travel less, and shop less. All these aspects contribute in a positive way to the environment. This pandemic also bringing into the new era, which we are still using a plastic regularly. By staying at home, we start to produce everything personally. Like when we are starting having friends or whatever was that, we also care about this plastic purchase, and we simply say that this is also taking care of this product. Being creative at home is the best way in order to increase our skills and wasting more time. Like for example, if you are usually doing something like fancy or doing something making a good things, you can also make from the plastic. And also, being creative at home is actually what a big impact for our life itself. Like when we're doing everything regularly in other time, we don't need any time, we don't have any quiet things to improve ourselves better. So this is the way, this is the time you have to prepare yourself, you have to increase your skill in order that this pandemic, there's no more fancy, there's no more fun when we're doing good things in this time. Just simply enjoy and just practice at your home. And the last but not least, number 3, it is family time. Have you ever wondering that this pandemic is actually make us closer and have more time to spend with our family? Well, this is the best way we spend more time during this pandemic with our beloved family. Okay, let me just think about it before I start to the next level. When we're running to our activities, we're doing everything at our activities, we really need love of our family. We also need have you asked to your brother or your mother that they're doing fine or not? And have you realized that you are not that really close with your family? This is just not a bad waste that this time, family time, is actually a good, like whatever we call that. Our beloved family. By doing family time, for example, watching movies together, we playing something together, cooking together, or we also doing kind of that stuff together. It make us closer, and it make we will understand that our family is ugly. Okay, so for me, there's all of these things that I mentioned before. This coronavirus pandemic is actually not that bad way. Just take a positive thing to this pandemic and just be grateful for everything. Just stay healthy, just stay safe to all of my friends out there, because we know that this pandemic is actually just growing faster, And I would say that this coronavirus is actually just need a little more time for us to be like reflection of ourselves, what we're doing before this coronavirus. So in conclusion, I would like saying that we have to be grateful for everything that we have right now. Although this pandemic is like such a disaster for us, but we have to be grateful for us. We have to like just take a look at positive side. There's a small pieces of our life that is more important for doing this. Was just like something that I mentioned before. So this pandemic is teach us how we have to be grateful. We have to be um, tolerate each other. We have to be care each other, like what we're gonna do with our healthy, what we're gonna do with our environment. Then the other side, whatever we're gonna take, I hope that this pandemic will be end soon. So thank you for your attention. Sorry if I have a wrong information or I have no correction word, because I have no idea for talking about. Thank you so much and see you.